you so much. I'm much more comfortable in the opposite role of these kinds of events when I get to do Ian's job. It's a wonderful job. I'm not going to get used to this, but I am going to take advantage of it. This is an amazingly propitious evening. Before I start with my real thoughts, I want to thank Lionel Alexander. What is a better example of Ireland than seeing Lionel out of Singapore and his amazing background representing Hewlett-Packard in Ireland and speaking for the American Irish Chamber of Commerce. It doesn't get much better than that. I'm fortunate that I am a colleague of Lionel's on the IDA board, and I learned so much. It's like a master class every board meeting, and we plot and talk, and it's so wonderful that we're both here tonight, and I appreciate your comments, Lionel. It's a deep honor that you have bestowed on me tonight, one that I share with all the generous leaders, donors, and staff of the Ireland Funds, and hundreds of other amazing people, many of them, thank heaven, in this room tonight, with whom I've worked over the years. Tonight, and so many other nights, would never have happened if Dan Rooney and Tony O'Reilly had not had a crazy dream 35 years ago. They built that dream into a $350 million force for good, supporting, as Ian very kindly said, many projects over the island of Ireland, led in the early years by Kingsley Aikens, my friend, who I think is here in the room. But most of all, point of personal privilege, this is a night for the magnificent Lou Glucksman, whose intellect, foresight, passion, and great heart changed for the better the course of opportunity in this land that he loved so well. The blessing of family is complete for me tonight as my 3 children are here, John Cooney, Christopher Cooney, and Kate Cooney-Pico, and an abundance of blessings, my #1 grandson, son of John, Adam Cooney, and his girlfriend, Katie Zaccarino. We do love that name, Kate. My son-in-law, Jim Blumenfeld, spouse of my amanuensis Christopher, whose gift for writing and knowledge of my soul helped me frame my feelings into what I might say tonight. For my cherished Irish friends, thank you for enriching my life and helping me laugh when it was not easy. Thank you, President Clinton, for being here. Particular thanks to Ian Hyland, Declan Kelly, and Kieran McLaughlin. These 3 hatched a plot, and they made it work, as they always do. President Bill Clinton will go down in history as not only one of our greatest United States presidents and one of the greatest friends Ireland has ever had, but also as the most effective, focused, and successful former president. He has been a global beacon of hope for hundreds of millions of the world's people in need, regardless of nationality, circumstance, race, age, or gender. I want to capture this moment of serendipity and convergence that you have all made happen. This is an award about innovation. This is the first time that someone from philanthropy has been selected for such an award, and it is being presented tonight in the presence of a person who is changing the nature and practice of philanthropy. I believe that we are at a crossroads of innovation, economics, and philanthropy. Let's examine why this is an opportunity, and there is no better way to do that than to look at what President Clinton is doing. He could have done anything after being president, but he chose philanthropy. President Clinton not only chose philanthropy, but he changed philanthropy. He and his team used their considerable convening powers. When you get a call from Bill Clinton to come to a meeting, you usually come. They inspire people, they empower them, and they coordinate the world's best minds, passions, and resources to tackle the most intractable problems facing our societies, from children and education to air quality and clean energy, from skills training to job creation, from healthcare access to medical advancements. President Clinton answers the questions: what do we need to do? How do we need to do it? How much will it cost? And how do we know if we have been successful? If you can't answer those questions, you can't engage people, neither their time, their expertise, their money, or most importantly, their passion. But if we engage them, and we do, we will change the lives of individuals and families, and perhaps change the course of nations. Enlightened governments are looking at these new investor philanthropists as partners to maintain social progress through hard economic challenges. It is indeed an innovative notion that philanthropy can help a nation through economic peril. I believe that to be possible and probable, and we are doing it. It is strategic philanthropy, as President Clinton has shown us. It offers investment opportunities to donors and government alike. What is more innovative and strategic than offering leverage, clear financial leverage, on a solid idea which will serve a country long after any crisis is over? My grandparents left Ireland during a terrible economic crisis during the late 1800s. I remember growing up with Irish immigrant coal miners in Pennsylvania. They are wonderful memories. My grandfather McHugh, who came to America from Leitrim, up Leitrim, Dermot, and he had an amazing pride in what he was, what he did, and from whence he came. We were part of an unyielding community filled with remarkable Irish Americans. They provided me with a strong foundation from which I draw today. But one thing was never a possibility for them, hard as they worked. They could never return to Ireland. It was not even a dream. It was impossible. And Ireland continued to send her children throughout the world, touching the planet with the magic that we all know is in this country. Those dispersed children never lost their connection to Ireland. Now, what if we take that spirit that drove so many Irish away on a one-way street and build a two-way street? We should, and we can now, eliminate the word emigration from our vocabulary so that there's no longer a one-way ticket out of Ireland. We can develop a philanthropic, global private sector and government-backed program, many of them, that can spark the imagination, kindle exploratory spirit, and tap into that patriotism of the Irish at home and abroad. We need to adjust the paradigm of history a bit, but we can create these tangible programs backed by creative philanthropy, dedicated private sector companies, and a visionary government. I have even more unbridled enthusiasm and hope for the future of Ireland. Innovative strategies, such as Declan Kelly's mentorship program, developed for graduates in Northern Ireland, matched up with Fortune 50 top companies in the United States. They're taking young people out of university as one-year internships. They'll come back to Ireland, and everyone benefits. This was all implemented under the dynamic administrative abilities of our dynamo in Dublin, the amazing Katrina Fottrell. I believe that the connection between Ireland and the United States that we feel very closely is a blessed and equal bond. We live in our hearts and in our actions and by our hopes for the future. And it is with that optimism, the utmost humility and gratitude that I accept this award on behalf of the centuries of amazing Irish people and those that they touched throughout the world who have and continue to believe that Ireland beams hope, humanity, and just a touch of humor for all of mankind. Thank you so much. God bless.